Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So in the previous video we didn't have bullish evidence yet that this correction is finished. It's still not entirely clear, but as I said to you before, a breakout above the channel would be basically the first indication that things are changing a little bit here. Yeah. So we've got a few things that could make us consider that maybe the low was made here now. Yeah, we've come into the support area, yeah, as discussed, and whenever we do that, we have to be ready that things could be turning around. At the moment, for me, it's still a bit, I'm still on the side of caution here. We could still very easily drop once more down, but to be fair, we are now moving higher, and we've broken out of the channel, so it's the first indication that a low might be in. We look at the retracements first to establish where we are really. So just to take you through the wave count here again, and I'm gonna move the orange one out of the way for a second. That's the bearish count. So nothing is invalidated, yeah. So the downside movement is also not invalidated yet. But what we do have is the first sign that things are turning around. And to be fair, if we really turn around here, I would be extremely happy, because then the support area did hold, and the preferred count, which is the white wave count, a 1-2 setup with a follow through in wave 3, it would then work out. But I'm not convinced yet. Yeah, let's say it like that. It's all about cascading probabilities. There's certain levels of confirmation. As these get broken, we can become more confident. The overall idea is that we've moved up here in wave 1 on the 30th of November. That's where we peaked in wave 1, and that we now came down in wave 2. Possibly not finished yet. I mean, we broke out above the channel, yes, but I'd like to see a retest as well with volume. I think the current increase here is a little bit driven by the stock market, Nasdaq. We see a little bit of upside here today after the opening, so we're breaking through. But and it wouldn't be the first time that we get a fake out of such a channel, yeah. But let's talk about that. So wave 3 would be next. That would be ideal. But I told you in the previous video, I'd still be in favor of one more leg down until I see a clear impulsive move to the upside. Now this might become something impulsive, but I'd like to see clear 5 waves. At the moment, ABC, it's only 3 waves, okay? So it's not really the 5-wave move I want to see. But the correction is what interests us now. So we've got obviously the main count, as I told you, is wave 1 up, wave 2 down, and wave 3 would be following to the upside. In this count, we've got the correction as a WXY pattern, and in the Y wave we can say we've done a wave A, we've done a wave B, and we're now in the C wave. The C wave could be complete because we reached the support area, but ideally I would like to see one more leg down, which would now probably have to be some kind of a diagonal pattern or so. And in the C, so first of all, let's just remind ourselves, what was the ideal target for the C wave? We measure the length of the wave A, we go to the high of the B wave. So the ideal target was 1218. As explained in the previous video, we reached 1220 pretty much, so target pretty much reached. So that was the ideal target reached also from that point of view. What is important now is to understand the subwave structure. So if we say that in this C wave here, that we've had something like a wave 1, wave 2, yeah, here on the micro, there's a small 1, 2, here wave 3, this would be a 4 and a 5 down. Then we have actually retraced a little bit too much for a wave 4, yeah, if we say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can actually measure that, and we can see we've now nearly moved up to the 78.6% retrace. That's too much for a wave 4. So that puts the bullish outlook more into our favor. So more focus on the bullish outlook. But still, what I want to see is a retest of the channel. Otherwise, you get these fake outs occasionally. And to be fair, we could also, I mean, in the micro here, on the micro count, this could still look a little bit different. I mean, this could just be a wave 1 and a wave 2, for example, and we drop lower, right? So when does that get less likely? That gets less likely above 1263. So above 1263, the bullish outlook would get more strength. Okay, and if we push higher from here, then you will see that we are getting into this resistance area. That's at 1270. That will be next resistance, and then a break above the the break above the B wave high here, as explained in the previous video as well. 1275 would give us even more confidence that we are in the bullish count. And the last basic confirmation that we can get is the break above the 1308 level. That is the wave 1 high. So it's all about cascading probability. It's basically, do we come down in 3 waves? Yes. Did we reach support area? Yes. Next tick. Yeah. Do we break above the channel? Yes. Next tick. Do we break above the 1275 level? Yes. Next tick. Yeah. And it's about you, for you to decide, you know, how much confirmation do you actually need to be comfortable to enter a trade? Because let's be honest, there's never 100% certainty in these markets. I am generally a pullback trader, so I like to go long in these support areas. But I'm usually scaling in. So the lower we go, the more the position size, so that I have most of my risk as close as possible to the invalidation point. And one more thing here to understand is that the 1185 level is really the break point here, because below 1185, the 1-2 setup here, the bullish count, cannot be defended any longer. We would then be most likely in the orange count, which suggests that we have here a wave 1 down. We show you wave 1 down from the top, a wave 2 to the upside, that we are now in a wave 3. There will be a wave 4 and a wave 5, and that can take us lower. I would only go with this count if we drop below 1185, which means below 1185, the orange count, the bearish count, gets much more support and gets much more into focus. And it would most likely lead to us maybe testing the $1,000 level. Yeah. And in this count, yeah, if we just look at the orange count now, we would say that we've done a wave 1 and a wave 2, and we're now in the third wave. And within this third wave, you could argue that this was just a wave 1 as well, and here a wave 2. And we've done nothing really to invalidate it, right? We haven't pushed too much. That again is what I just told you, that it's the 78.6% retrace which is of relevance here, which is at 1263. So above 1263, this 1-2 setup will get less likely, and again it would put more emphasis on the bullish count. So it's interesting, we broke out. Now we just need to see, do we hold this this channel? If we lose the channel support, which is basically now at 1245, that would be not a sign of strength. That would put more emphasis again on further continuation to the downside, because to maintain the breakout here, which is certainly possible now, what I want to see is 5 waves. Again, I only see 3 at the moment, A, B, C, and we need to hold the channel support, of course. So it's an interesting moment here at the moment, yeah, where we now need to see the market decide, do we hold support here and can we move higher? It would confirm the main count. But also bear in mind that the higher level scenario here of finding support in the green area would not be invalidated, even if we drop all the way down to 1185. That is just the space we need to give these movements. That's the space that, due to the uncertainty in the markets, we need. Yeah. So one more low, I will not rule that out. We haven't seen enough to invalidate the bearish count. We haven't seen enough upside to also say that the bottom is definitely in, because I've only seen 3 waves so far. And of course, I'll update you as soon as possible. If I see 5 waves, that would be really good, because what you want to see for a breakout is a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5. At the moment, again, it's only 3 waves. So we need those 5. And then the next possible entry point, should this really be a breakout, and should you have missed the entry here, then the next entry will be the ABC pattern after that. And I'll keep you updated, but of course nothing of this is financial advice. Yeah, that's my update about Ethereum. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.